Dear friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Pandit Trouble Jr. I am from Kerala. Kerala is a state in southern part of India where we speak Malayalam. So this particular video has four parts. First one is why this video is uploaded. Second thing is an introduction to Umberto Eco, and for third part is I will be explaining the books concerning this particular reading challenge, and fourth is my opinion about the books I already read by Umberto Eco. So this particular, before starting, let me apologize for my usage of English because English is not even my second language. So if you find it difficult to follow my English, so I am sorry for that. But I am interested in reading so many books and learn about literature. So when Jason Harrigan, who is a proposer of this particular reading challenge, proposed a reading challenge for reading Umberto Eco, I just jump into it. So my YouTube channel is mainly in my native language, which is Malayalam. But what happened is I have already uploaded a video about this particular reading challenge in my native language. But I find it, if someone saw the reading challenge, the title of this reading challenge, and come to my channel and ask me something about, because you don't know my language, so if you ask me something, I have to explain everything I said in that video again in English to you, which will be more difficult. So, and also I am not much into video editing, so it is easier to make an English video about this particular topic than add subtitles to my original video. So what is the background of this particular video, particular reading challenge? So there is a booktuber called Jason Harrigan, who is a very famous booktuber. He is from Ireland, I believe, and he proposed he will be reading all the fictional novels written by Umberto Eco on 2023. So Umberto Eco is a very famous literary critic and academician and semi-medievalist, and he has written so many critically acclaimed novels too. So he has written 7 novels. So Jason Harrigan is interested in reading all the 7 novels in the in 1 year period, which is 2023. So when he is the one who uploaded a video announcing this, and when I saw the video, I thought I will also join him in reading this. Because when you read as a challenge, when you read as I find it, there is a chance of finishing it more. Like when you are reading is at a challenge for anything. If you gamification is a new term, come after social media and all. But if you do something as a challenge, there is a more chance of finishing it. So I am really interested in reading Umberto Eco, and the great minds who have written great literature. So one of them is Umberto Eco for sure. I have read his 3 novels, and I was mesmerized by the quality of his literature. So when Jason Harrison proposed this reading challenge, I am the first one to hyped by it, because I thought, okay, if you read as a challenge, there is a chance of learning more, and if I participate in this, there are other people also. So in booktube community, when someone proposes a reading challenge, a lot of people will even all start to join them, who are interested, and they will start reading the particular books, and they will give their opinion. So if I start join this one, I can also learn more about Umberto Eco, and also by knowing more about Umberto Eco literature, I am learning more about literature too. So basically, Jason Harrison was the one who proposed it, and I believe if you go to his channel, which I will give the link in the description, you can follow him for more information on this particular reading challenge. It is named as Eco Fiction 23, and he uploaded the video with some other videos too. But right now there is no video in his channel. I will link his channel's link into the description. You can go and check it. There is no video video at all. Right now when I was recording, there is no video at all, including the announcement video. But he has in his community section, he has promised that he will be coming back on February 2023 with and also will continue with the EcoFiction 23 reading challenge. So right now there is no video in his is in his YouTube channel. But what I'm suggesting is that no, I am not the one who made it. Like if you go to his channel, there is no video about this particular reading challenge. But he already made a video, and I saw the video, and that's why I am also interested in taking part. If you go to the community section of his YouTube channel, there is a post where he has promised he will come on February and continue the reading challenge for Umberto Eco. So I am more interested in first of all reading because I only read so far only 3 novels by Umberto Eco. So I want to read the rest and reread the ones I read, because I want to learn more from Jason Harrigan rather than I am going to put for from me learning from me rather than I am trying to learn from others. So there is nothing to learn from me. I am new to reading. I am new to literature. So I am in a learning phase. So I am hoping that I will learn from all the others who was taking part from this reading challenge. So that's the background for this video. So we are going to read 7 fictional novels written by Umberto Eco in 2023 as a part of reading challenge called EcoFiction. So I will I thought, as this is the first video I am uploading, I will talk little bit about Umberto Eco too. Umberto Eco is a medievalist, philosopher, semiotician, cultural critic, and political and social commentator, novelist, and a translator. So he has actually a very intellectual academist who was in most of the field, like related to literature and language. Language and literature is his, and semiotics. Semiotics means study of science. Science that also is his main field. So actually Umberto Eco's novels are actually a textbook of these things. Actually, so all these I said: medievalist, philosopher, semiotician, cultural critic, political and social commentator. All these things are Umberto Eco, and if you read his novels, you can take his novels as a textbook for all these learning all these things. So I am also hoping that I will after 1 year, if I properly follow the reading challenge, I am also able to read as much as not only the books by Umberto Eco, also the interpretation of books. If someone has written interpretation for the books, and I want to listen to other YouTubers who are going to give me more quality interpretation, so that I can be also learn a lot of things during this challenge. So Umberto Eco is born in January 5, 1932. This was before World War II. So before World War II means the Italian fascism. Italian fascism was getting rooted in Italy slowly during that time, and also Umberto Eco as a child also was very much interested in fascism. And only after the World War II he came to he got the idea that fascism was wrong, and he all his work also is an anti-fascist element to everything he has written. So he was a very prolific writer. He writes for newspaper magazines mainly regarding semiotics, simply explain semiotics to general population, and also he has written so many academic academic textbooks, etc. So his father's name was Guilinio, his mother name was Giovanna, and he came to believe that his name Umberto and the Eco is his family name, means gift from heaven. And which is actually from our perspective it is true, because we get Umberto. If you know Umberto, if you ever read Umberto Eco's novels, you will clearly assume that this is exactly true regarding Umberto Eco, the gift from heaven. The Eco word means gift from heaven. He married to Renate Ramage in 1962, and he has a son and a daughter. doctor. And he has two houses in Italy. One is in Milan and one is in Urbino. In the house in Milan has around 30,000 books, and Urbino it is 20,000 books. So around he has a personal collection of 50,000 books. So when he was died, and also he is a skeptic. He is not much religious. He considered himself a university professor who writes novels only on Sundays. That means he considered himself as a academician rather than a writer. Like writing is side thing he does, but his main thing is he died on February 19, 2006 when he was 84 years old, and he died of pancreatic cancer. During the death, he was a professor at University of Bologna. So what else? I already told you. So some of his ideas is that first of all, he is more interested in philosophy. So one of his idea is that open work. By open work, he mean that his idea is that in literature, the literature should be open for interpretation, not closed test. Like only one meaning cannot be asserted to anything. So and there is something called intertextuality, where one text is the amalgamation of the text book, all the tests come from before. So that's his idea. So in 1 second, I will just this I took notes from Wikipedia, so I will read. So in 19, so I already said he was after the World War. Before the World War, he was a child, and he was interested in fascism. And after the World War II, he got interested in comic books, European resistance and all, and he came to know about European resistance and Holocaust. And as a child, he was very fascinated by comics books. And he received a Salesian education, and his father urged him to become a lawyer, but he was interested in philosophy, and his thesis was on the aesthetics of Aquinas. Thomas Aquinas. He is a medieval philosopher and a theologian. So from starting of his education itself, he was interested in Middle Ages. After getting a degree on philosophy, he joined national television of Italy, and then he published his first book on 1956, and he became an assistant lecturer at University of Turin, where he studied also. He studied in University of Turin, where he got the philosophy degree. Then he joined there himself. Then in 1958, he went for compulsory military education, so military service, compulsory military in 1958. 1959, he came back from military service and joined University of Turin. Then during that time, he was approached by Valentino Bombiani, who has a publishing house called Bombiani Publishing. So he came to Umberto Eco for making him an editor in a new series of books called New Idea. So he was the editor for that series, and that was his first publishing work. He was an editor. He started as an editor before even becoming a translator or a novelist. So second book, second book is the development of medieval aesthetics, because he was he built a argument for, educated the general mass about Thomas Aquinas. Then he was lecturer and professor at many universities, and most of the time he was in University of Bologna. And one more is seminal work is open text. I already explained it is open interpretation of the text, and I think that open work is also reflected in his novel The Name of the Rose, where he was against this closed text. Then one more seminal work of his is called the Towards a Seminological Guerrilla Warfare. So he helped in theorizing guerrilla guerrilla television and cultural jamming techniques. He helped in that too. It was part of a very large movement, and he was also a part of it, main part of it. Then he written his first novel in 1980, and in 1988 Focus and Pendulum, and founded the Department of Media Studies at University of Republic of San Marino, and founded Institute of Communication Disciplines of University of Bologna, and founded Higher School of Study of Humanities at same institution, University of Bologna. Then at University of Bologna, he also created an unusual program called Anthropology of West from the perspective of non-Westerners. So in this, the Anthropology of West, but it is as seen by other non-Western people. So this lead to this particular anthropology of Westerners through non-Westerners eyes have gone through so many conferences around the globe. Especially in China, and there was a series of conferences, and he was a main speaker in all those conferences, and many great minds participated in it during that time regarding the language and knowledge of West, anthropology of West. Then in 1994 he written The Island of the Day Before, the novel. 1997 Kanta and the Platypus, that is also a very seminal work. 2012 he has written This Is Not the End of the Book. 2014 he written From the Tree to Labyrinth, the historical studies on sign and interpretation. 2015 he has written Numero Zero. So one more is famous work is The Limits of Interpretation. I mean, he is basically a very, very respected person, Umberto Eco. I don't know how to introduce him, but I try to read from Wikipedia page only. I just some notes. So I will go through the books which are going to be part of this particular reading challenge. So 7 books is part of Ecofiction 23. The first one is The Name of the Rose. Second one is Focal's Pendulum. The third one is The Island of Day Before, Boldino. Fifth one is The Mysterious Flame of Queen Loana, The Prague Cemetery, 2010, Numero Zero. So for the first one is The Name of the Rose. Name of the Rose is an historical mystery fiction where it is Umberto Eco has taken the Sherlock Holmes and Watson as a framework, and he has put the 14th century monastery as a background. And in that framework, he put the monastery, and there was a killing of one or two murder over in the monastery, and two people, especially two people. The one is William of Baskerville and Adso of Melk. These two people investigates this crime and find out who was behind it. That was the main plot of The Name of the Rose, but there is a lot of philosophical interpretation to that work. Second one is Focal's Pendulum. Focal's Pendulum is a work where 3 editors who are actually wanted to make a lot of a new book. They want to publish a new book, so they try to come because the conspiracy theories are very popular over there. What they will do, they will try to make a new conspiracy theory, and in hope of getting published. But eventually they believe in their own plan. Their own conspiracy theory, and some other people also evil people also going to get involved, and it's basically it's a historical conspiracy fiction book, and it's a lot of history you can learn from Focal's Pendulum, and it's a very good work. The third work is Island of the Day Before. In Island of the Day Before, one person is trapped in a ship alone, and from his perspective, he believes there is an island, but that is in the time zone. The island is in the next time zone. So he thinks he is in the day before. No, no, the island is in the day before, right? The island is in the day before, and the novel is about him, how he end up there, like how he end up there, how he end up there, and from there where this goes. So the setting is in 17th century. So the Umberto Eco's Name of the Rose is in 14th century. This one is in 17th century. So he will go through all these scientific achievements and philosophical philosophical understanding in the 17th century. Boldino is about a guy who travels. The Boldino travels in the 12th century, 12th century during the Crusades, 4th Crusades. So first thing is the when the novel starts, he is entering the novel starts when the fourth crusade is happened. But what happens is that he actually, before that, he was traveling in the 12th century, and also he is 12th century Europe, and he went to the mythical land of John Pester John, the mythical land of Pester John. So this particular novel has a fantasy element, like you can find a lot of mythical characters coming, and it has a fantastical element. But the Umberto Eco was trying to show what was the belief of that time, the people of that time during 12th century. 12th century people were doing a lot of other stuffs, but they are also believed that there is, beyond their understanding, there are in earth itself, there are a lot of mythical land. So Umberto Eco was making an understanding of how people think in 12th century. So it is also a fantasy novel, semi-fantasy novel, with a lot of historical stuff. The Mysteries of Flame of Queen Loana is about a old bookseller who lost his memory. So the bookseller remembers everything he has read, but don't know about his personal past. So he is searching of his personal past. So I am expecting there is history also involved, as usual in all Umberto Eco novels. In 2010, he has written Prague Cemetery. Prague Cemetery is about conspiracy. That means one evil person trying to conspire against Jews. That's a thing. So he forges so many documents, so many stories for the anti-Semitism to flourish. So this is more about the historical background of anti-Semitism. Prague Cemetery. Then the last novel Umberto Eco is written is Numero Zero. It is narrated by Colonna, who is a hack journalist. So Numero Zero is more like a satire for newspaper industry. So there is a lot of satirical element about newspaper industry. So these are the 7 books written by Umberto Eco: The Name of the Rose, The Focus Pendulum, The Island of the Day Before, Boldino, The Mysterious Flame of Queen Loana, The Prague Cemetery, Numero Zero. So all these 7 will be read on 2023 by booktubers who are taking part in Eco Fiction 23. So I am also trying to take part in this, and right now I don't have any books of Umberto Eco with me, but I own around 5 books in my hometown. So I eventually I will get that next year, because this is I am announcing this because if anyone else want to participate, they can join too. I am just saying that there is next year there is going to be a reading challenge for reading Umberto Eco. So, and I already read Name of the Rose, Focus Pendulum, and Numero Zero, and I was very much interested in reading the rest. And as far as I have read, I am very much mesmerized by the Umberto Eco's writing. It was very good, very talented writer, talented academician, talented person. So I wanted to learn more from him next year. So I am hoping to read. Hoping to join Jason Harrigan in this particular reading challenge and learn from every one of you. And thank you for watching my video. I know I planned to say more actually, but because of my my anxiety and also my language usage, lack of my talent in language usage. I am stumbled upon so many things. I didn't talk very much, but I eventually I am hoping that on the next videos, like we will be adding more and more videos regarding this reading challenge. So Ecoficient 23 more videos will be uploaded to my channel. So during that time I will talk more and I will get more confidence in using language and using the knowledge. So this time this much for this time, but eventually the only thing I want to convey was I am going to read Umberto Eco on 2023. And thank you for watching my video, and sorry for wasting your time.